Guys, and we're back. So we're going to have this video, a sort of deck building for our intro decks to be used for the future learn to play sessions that we're going to do during the local events like hobby events here in Iloilo City. And so we're going to use last Caverns of Ixalan, which we also have several let's see, some Dominaria United basic lands here that we got from our previous box. And I think we're just going to have to be, let's say, cover the same strategy as that of the draft strategies in this set. So going to have here, we have a Imperialist kit and also some cards out of our Lost Caverns of Ixalan's bundle. So these are also some of the previous packs we've opened. We placed it in that box, and we're going to check here first, since I think I've already arranged maybe some, so it was not arranged yet. But we're going to use some of these cards, such as this one, the blue and black, blue and red hidden or cave cards. So we have blue and red, we have several uncommons here, but we mostly would need to have commons so that it will be really budget wise, and we will just be willing to let go of our cards here. So looking through this list, we have several dinosaurs. Okay, so blue and black, blue and red again, sorry about that, I'm going to confused with this one. So blue and red strategy, we're just going to check some of these cards. So we have some iceberg. Okay, several artifact creatures might do out of this. Okay, pirates also. So if you are not yet familiar with the Interpacks deck that we have built before, we are using basically 30 cards from that list for each of the decks. 30 card composed of I think that was 13 lands and then 17 spells. So out of it, we'll just basically try to combine or make sure that we have the kind of a balanced in terms of mana cost and then other strategies that we can let's say apply for that kind of deck build. So for this one, for instance, example, we're going to use blue and red. So we're going to sort out some of the basic lands here. Going with the 13 land setup, I think we're just going to be having 6 and 7, so that's 13 in total. So for now, we just use some of the hidden cards or the caves and non-basics to produce the mana, but later on after the video, we're just going to add more of these basics, since we still have some pile there at the back. And going with the spells or combinations of creatures and spells, we're going to check here first some of the instants. Okay, so we have several instants here. We have equipment that could be used for creatures. So this one would also be that of the utility creature, and later on can be hard cast for the 6 mana. So blue, let's say the blue pirates, or sorry, this is 4, so going with the balance. Then we have 3 for that, okay, another 4 for the artifact. So we have also a 2 mana cost creature. We're going to go also with this, and the Burning Sands Cavalry. Okay, this is 7, but this is Island Cycling, so going at the top. And then 5, we have another 2 for the blue creature, and then an artifact equipment. So looking to count through these cards, let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we still have 12. So we need to have 17. But in total now, that's 4, 8, 11, 12, 13. So we need 4 more cards to compile for this, since we're just basically going to teach the basics, meaning that attacking only would be our main route out of teaching new players out of these intro decks. So we might have to ensure that we'll have creatures. So okay, this one creature, okay, this will do. So we can enchant artifact, but we only have 3, so let's just skip for that for now. Okay, so this is an instant. We'll try this one. Okay, although this is sort of a removal, so we need also to add more creatures. Okay, another panic officer would do, and a pirates. Okay, so we need one more. Okay, this could do out of this deck. So you can see here, this deck is like a blue-red tempo-ish combination of pirates and dinosaurs, with also a few lands or spells for combat tricks. But we make sure that we could be able to explain as simple as possible how the combat and the works, the combat phase, the damage, how first strike or other activation, let's say the haste. Also with this one flash, we have several also with equipments, which can also be able for the new players to learn out of this. So overall, this is 5, 10, 15, 17. So 17 cards for non-land, and then we have 13 for the lands, which we're going to include later. So that's for the first deck. We already have a first intro deck. Let's then choose a different color. So checking on our loots from the previous, we have this from the live sale, I think. So we can choose black out of this. We have a lot of self-mill cards that goes with the descent ability. If you're not yet familiar with one, that is from the Lost Caverns, one of the draft strategies. We can also go with, since this is black, I think white would be not a usual. Okay, so this one, okay. All of the self-mill and the descent. So we have already 5, that's 6. And then this one also self-mill and for the mana fix. Okay, that's very much good for that. Let's check our pile here for the cards that goes with the black-white. Let's consider black-white the color combination for this deck build. Okay, so we have a few uncommons here. Okay, token, clue 1, okay. Vehicles may be really useful for this kind of builds, so we would also be able to teach them from how to get this kind of deck setup. And checking on, okay, spot removal, very useful. Some hidden cards also. Okay, hidden police, and maybe we can have Bartholomew since this is black-white card. And transcribe, okay, this is just a 2-drop. Let's check on some of the high-end cards, or let's say the high mana cost cards. Okay, so this one would also be considered. Next, okay, sorry, this is also good plane cycling, so auto included in this build. Let's check the black version. Okay, Fathomless Descent will also be useful here. Spot removal with ATB effects. And that count? No, this one. Oh no, that one. Okay, this one would also be useful. So that's for now. We don't really need to be that complicated in a deck build, since we are just only teaching new players of the game. Of course, we need to recruit for our local players, but new card game that we can say that trading card games and tabletop gaming is still the way, and better yet enjoyed unlike the digital versions. Okay, so we're going to sort the colors, and just need to deal with the lands later on. So color for the white, since we consider this one as white, given that it's still black and white combination, so we have 5, and then 6 for this, so we need 17. 9 and 8 would be the right color, but I mean the right number, but the setup for the colorless will also be considered. So 4, 8, and then We have some good black pictures here and self-mill effects for a 12. Spot removal 13. Okay, another picture 14. And then 15, 16, 17. Oh, I think this would be okay. We have more of the black, but I think this would not really matter with the Manofix since we still have this. And then we just add on the plains and the swamps. So more of this now, but we'll just replace those later on with the non-foils, of course, since we're just giving them away for them to just enjoy and play with their kitchen tabletop kind of setup. So this will be the lands, and then this is your deck. So I think we have enough creatures already that would still be having to cast on the right curve, and also we'll be able to teach the basics of combat for this kind of deck. Of course, the basics would really be important, so that they would know starting off from that one and then going afterwards with the complicated mechanics, let's say. And last but not the least, we might have another quick deck build with this setup. Let's say we have green, since we're not having green yet. Green and red or green and black? Let's see. So we have a lot of green cards. Let's separate those first. Okay, Poison Dark Frog, a good tricks. Okay, some pump effects, staggering size. Also, Presence of Ages. We have Mineshaft Spider. Okay, that's already a lot. So we have 7 for that. Then checking on our pile here from the bundle, we might have a splash of red or black. Let's say let's just go with black, since I'm a fan of these Golgari colors for the black and green. So we check on the black cards, of course, and also some added some let's say some artifacts, since we still be able to use this. Okay, so this one, Assaults. Okay, this one, the Swamp Cycling card, Dinosaur. We have also Grasping Shadows. Okay, made also a good combination of creatures. So I think green is already enough for that setup. We'll only have white, black. Okay, so Hidden Necropolis also. Okay, so we have a good insect here for 5 mana. A Death Touch Self-Mill. Okay, good Rage Mycoid. Mycoid Dust. Okay, that's also okay. And this is not only the card. We have the Scape Color and the Soul Viper. Okay, I think that's already okay for that number of cards. Let's check again. Of course, we're adding black and green for this, so the colors would also suffice after the deck build. But let's first check the cards. So we have, okay, so creature. Okay, so we have 5 already, 6 enchantment. Okay, and removal, that's 2. So we have a lot of creatures for this one. That's 8 and 10. I think we already exceeded our setup. Let's check again. So creature. Okay, now creature 4. This is a spell. Okay, we have another one for 6. Poison Dark Fog is for that also, so 7. So that's 7 already. I think we'll have one more. The Basking Chupacabra. So we'll have 8 for green, and I think we'll have 9 for black. And we just need to remove 1 out of this lineup. Maybe we just remove this one, the Grasping Shadows. Okay. So checking on again, we have 5 and 9. That's 9 for black, and green is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 plus 8 is 17, and that's basically it for our black green intro deck for our next learn to play sessions. So that's pretty much it. That's how I build out of these intro packs. Let's say that we can just have this as basic and as easy as possible for the new players to learn. If you are yet interested for this and you are here in Iloilo City, just let me know in the comments or just PM me directly in Facebook on my page, Deathmark, and other of my social channels, so we can have some gameplay test or game learn to play sessions. And also if you are having a group or a club in your school that you would have this kind of hobby as sort of a learning or let's say a gathering event sort of, just let me know in the comments. So I guess that's pretty much it for this video. We have already watched for the 17 minutes, and thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next one.